Celestial greetings, and here is a 737 alignment message. So today, which is actually the 28th, right? So it's a different palindrome day, but for some reason I'm getting the codes of 7 via the sunlight. Earlier today I was sitting out in the sun and something said check the position of the sun, and it was at 7 degrees 3 minutes and 7 seconds. And that's how I measure I call it on the tick of the tock of the cosmic clock. I call those other numbers that you see behind the degrees, I call it minutes and seconds, right? And the degrees are like the hour of the day, when we know really the degree is the day. However, when I look and I saw 737, and there was something else that confirmed it that I looked at, and it was like, sure enough, there's a 737. It was something that I saw about 3D the day before. So the message that comes through that, and I'm going to just give you the download as it comes. The 3 is a creative completion. Excuse me, has something crawling on me there, a little friendly nature. Creative completion within the manifestation. 3 being the creative completion, and 7 being manifestation or the return to completion. Right? And the return to completion is a manifestation. That's the creative process that takes 7 steps or 7 days. All right? So the creative completion is emerging, and listen keenly, because this is what this is the message that the sun, the light codes, the angles of light that was giving at that particular time. And I know this is something I'm supposed to say, because as I sat down out here right now and opened up the phone, I saw 737, and I was like, here's the message. So the creative completion is emerging through this manifestation of integration. The 3D dimensional plane is bearing witness to the manifestation of these light codes through the 5D expression in time. Now keep in mind that 5D, fifth dimension, is the expression of creation in time. 3D is creation, and the 4th dimension is time. So it's like a culmination of 3D to 4D to 5D. Right? And so what happens is, what this 737 is saying is that the creative completion, which is in the midst, creative completion usually represents, as the 3, it is when things come into tangibility, right? Like when we came into being as 3D beings on this earth. So now there is movement in consciousness among this earth. This is where land forms, right? The 3rd step. This is where consciousness forms and moves about. So you begin to see consciousness in formation, right? That's why everything has to be a trinity to be a creative completion, for you to see it in some type of form, right? So what it's saying, as the 3rd dimensional plane is bearing witness to all that is being manifested. The 7, it is within the manifestation. So it's surrounded by manifestation of this 5D expansion in time of what is happening. The 5th dimensional perspective is being expressed in real time, right? In real time, meaning at that level of people who are in the real time reality. So it's being expressed in real time. So the expansion of 3D as the creative completion is making its way through the integration, through the integrated manifestation of 5D true time expression, right? So by it being expressed, 5D being expressed is what this is saying, and it's being expressed in real time, in the face and in the witnesses of 3D, of 3rd dimension. Mainly those who are in higher evolved aspects of 3D can bear witness to it. The shadows, those who are in the shadows of 3D, they can't even see it, right? It's in their blind spot, even though it's right in front of their faces. But for the most part, they're still bearing witness in some way, shape, or form. They just don't understand what it is. Yet it is coming into formation. Okay, ladies, now let's get in formation. And I don't usually quote her, but that's what I'm hearing in my head. The message is we getting in formation. So with that being said, as the 5D perspective is being expressed in this real time, the expansion of 3D, those who are expanding in 3, and it gives way for more to expand in 3D or step into the expansion, right, is making their way. It's making its way through this integrated manifestation. So those of us who are integrating the light codes, those of us who are being this 5th dimensional manifestation, it's making way for even 3D. That's how 3D and the higher ones are being able to make their way through the integrated manifestation of those who are in 3D operating in true time reality, in true time expression, right? So you have ideal time, real time, and true time, right? We'll do that a whole nother time. But just to understand the scope of it, most people in 3D are operating in real time. Those who are in the expansion of 5D, who have been quantum leaping and shifting timelines, are operating in a true time reality. And so that true time reality is being witnessed more by those in real time. So it's coming more into consciousness. It's making way and emerging and bridging more, right? So we are, and this is to sum it all up of what is happening. We are experiencing what's happening in the earth with the earthquakes and everything. We are experiencing the cataclysm of the 5D expansion, right? The 5D expression in time. The expansion is that expression in time. So right now we're experiencing that cataclysm in time, right? We're experiencing that, and time is of the essence. So do not miss out on the light code integration experience. This is something you don't want to miss. The divine alignment that is happening through the stars, the cosmic intervention, the divine intervention that is happening. This is coming off of the solar maximum, and we don't want to miss this. 737. 797, and this is the aligned message. So for those who are in this experience, get your light codes, align with the light codes, fortify your body, stabilize your emotions, know thyself, and be infused with the light thereof. This is an alignment message. This is the signs of the times, and we are all here for the expression of creation in time, and so it is. Ashe.